Welcome to the Be Amazing podcast, where bold ideas, inspiring stories, and innovations come together to shape the future of wellness in multifamily living. I'm your host, Celia Smart. I'm a fitness expert, fitness facility designer, and advocate to bring wellness to every community. Each week, I sit down with industry leaders, creative visionaries, and game changers who are raising the bar in fitness, design, and real estate. Together, we explore what it truly means to be amazing, not just in business, but in life, in the spaces we create and the communities we serve. Now let's jump in. I'm so excited because I'm here with my friend, Alexis Williams is here, PTAA. We're here at AANC, and you said this is your second one.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
I am excited. I like coming to AANC to see all of our members and hang out with our staff, and so I'm really excited.
Yeah, it's going to be super fun. Mm-hmm. Anything particular you're looking forward to?
Really just being able to see our staff, or not the staff, I'm sorry, our members here hang around the sessions. I'm really excited for the sessions tomorrow, learn some things, and so I'm excited. Yeah.
And she's like a social media, whiz.
I was
going to give us one tip with social media we should do while we're here at AANC. What should we do?
When getting content, okay, and Kelly, we were just talking about this. When getting content, all your content for AANC, just make sure you wipe off the camera. So we can.
Number one tip.
Seriously, a little goes a long way. That's just a part of getting eye-catching content and getting people to engage. We want high-quality content. So that's just one tip, really, that goes a long way. Wipe off the camera and get the content and post the content. Post it.
What about as far as tagging? Do you always tag people? Should you always tag everybody, or should you just put a hashtag?
I think tagging as many people as possible is always good, because you are then able to tap into their community too. Not only your community is going to see the post, but they are going to see the post, and it's just going to expand your reach on social media. So definitely tag.
Yeah, I love talking social media with you. So tell everybody exactly who you are and what you do, because she's talking about what she does for a living.
Yeah. So I'm Alexis Williams, Director of Marketing and Communications at PTAA. I do a lot of our marketing, social media management, content creation. So really all the things, because marketing is a big umbrella. I have the very fortunate opportunity to do all the things under the umbrella when it comes to marketing.
And there's one thing that's getting ready to come up here soon. I don't think it's passed yet, has it? The class you're teaching?
It hasn't passed yet. So Advantages of Social Media Marketing for Leasing Agents, that class is going to be May 28th. I'm really excited. It's going to be my first time teaching social media to leasing agents, but social media is so universal, so it's going to be a lot of tips and tricks and some free strategies in there. I'm going to throw some strategies in there.
Yeah, girl, you've got strategies for all of us. There's so much I learned just from being in class with you. We took Train the Trainer at PTAA in December. That's how we really got to know each other. And you gave so much good information that I was able to take back and apply. So I really think the way you teach and what you share is really valuable. So where can they follow you?
That's awesome. Well, you all can connect with me on LinkedIn. Please connect with me on LinkedIn at Alexis Williams. I said at like it was Twitter. But Alexis Williams, connect with me on LinkedIn. I'll be happy to connect with any and everybody. And send me any messages if you have any questions. If you see me, I guess you'll see this after AANC, but if you see me in Vegas for Apartmentalize, now you know me and say hey.
And then you have to get a picture or a video and tag her and post it.
Yeah.
So thanks for coming in and on the fly and sitting down and talking.
Thanks for having me.
This is great. Welcome to the hot seat, Bill Clements.
No, okay, wait. Is it on? Am I supposed to look at you or that?
It doesn't matter. We're just talking here. But if you feel like you need to say something, you can.
Oh my God. No.
You're so not used to this video.
I'm really not. It's what? It's weird. Okay.
Yeah, but it's cool. This is what I like. This is cool. This is awesome.
But look at you. You've already assumed the position of authority and all-knowing, and you're like, I know things he doesn't.
It's not true.
And there's a camera.
We're capturing all of it. All the content.
Okay. Well, who do I look at? Do I look at you, him, or that?
Just look at me. It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, we were just having fun at the beginning.
Yes.
Okay, so Bill Clements, welcome.
Yes.
So excited. We're at AANC.
Did you know?
What?
We're at AANC, and in 24 hours, my podcast with you, which really turns out it's kind of like your podcast. It's how it feels when I listen to it, but it's going to be great.
But it was so good.
It was fantastic.
We could have talked for hours.
Like, we didn't even know what to name it.
No.
We had 18 topics.
What did you name it?
I gave up. I let Kelly do it.
Oh, so it's going to be a surprise.
It could be like called the tennis match.
Yeah. Oh, I do like
Do you know what
that.
I mean?
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Oh, which reminds me.
Yes.
Talking about tennis.
Mm-hmm.
I've already recruited some people for our next project.
The running thing?
Yes.
How many people? Who?
I've already talked to five different people.
Can you name them?
Well, Shane Raby's on board.
Good. That's fantastic. That's good.
Dara Harris.
She's already like an intermediate level runner, so that's pressure.
Yeah, but it's good.
Yes, it's good.
She is.
We need all levels.
Yeah,
right?
all levels. Yeah.
Starter now,
Yes.
Dara, you.
Not. Psh.
At least
just hold my own.
At least in there.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Somewhere in there.
Who else?
But
we got?
let's see.
I feel like Misty will be in.
Misty will be in. I don't think we'll have a problem getting Misty. I think it's going to be easy. I think we've got a nice group that we've recruited to like kickstart it.
We need one person that we know.
Couch to 5K, right?
Oh, we're calling people couches now?
No. But
I'm just saying.
No, but
It's okay to call them a couch because then they won't be a couch.
Right.
No, but is there somebody that we would never, ever, ever agree to this that we can get to do it?
Well, you know Liz is going to do it.
Yeah, but Liz is like, she does like kickboxing.
I know, but she doesn't like to run.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got her.
Okay.
But I think we can find some other people.
Is there?
I think we can tap. I think we can, or challenge. Maybe we challenge.
Yes. Do you have one? Do you have one in your mind that's, I wish, I dream, it would be awesome if. Is there one?
I don't know if there's any one person.
I've got one.
Who?
Let's get Mary Beth Woodard.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
To come run with us.
Right. What about John Louder?
Oh. Okay. I think that would be fantastic. I think that John is only going to run in the event of danger or crime.
He could do the walk.
He could do the walk. Sure.
Because it's walk/run.
But we talked about this. Anyone who could walk could run. Eventually.
Right.
There's no pressure.
Right.
But if you can walk, you can run.
You know who else we could ask?
Who?
She just walked in. You think Marcie would do it?
Oh, Marcie Williams would outrun all of us. And then, no, see, here's what's going to happen. Marcie Williams is going to come in normal like the rest of us. And then all of a sudden, we're all going to be like, what happened to us? Because she's way up front.
Yeah, I know.
Because she's like that.
Yeah.
Is she in the room?
Yes.
Hello? She knows. She knows what I'm saying is true. I'm not even going to look that way.
Listen, the fact that you compared my podcast episode to her was like freaking such an honor.
Yeah, I said it. So for the other, 75 people, I'm sorry. But we talked about this.
Yes.
Ours was fantastic.
Yes.
Only because it's kind of like I was barely treading water with you, right? Like I felt out of control. I'm like, get her together, Bill, or she's going to take your podcast down right now. Like she's going to own it. So,
it's not true.
But Marcie, right? Mm-hmm. It was very genuine. It was very relaxing. And I was working hard to get secrets out of her. And I got 4.
You got 4?
4 secrets.
That's pretty good.
2 of them aired, 2 of them didn't.
Oh.
Figure that out.
So you have 2 in the vault.
I have 2 in the vault.
They can come out at any point in time.
No. 2 of the secrets might not have been recorded.
Oh.
2 might have been.
Oh.
So you have to go back to the episode, which is always available.
All right,
figure out.
All right, do you know what episode that is?
What? Just Marcie Williams.
Okay.
They're all named.
Oh.
Like
okay.
yours will be named.
Okay.
You're not episode number. You're just like.
Oh, I like
smart.
that even better. I think
right?
the whole name thing. Yeah.
It's branded as you forever on the internets with an S. You think that was funny when I called it the podcast machine,
yes.
right? The LinkedIn. Right. Have you posted today on the LinkedIn?
I have not posted on LinkedIn. I've been too busy doing this.
No. Well, I can't post until after events.
Right.
Because what I do is I wait until after an event, a golf tournament, a conference. You wait till it's over.
Yeah.
All the good people, the smart people will post. And you steal all their photos and make your post.
So you're not taking photos of anybody then?
No. You know that I'm mortified.
This is the secret to social media.
I'm going to do selfies. I'm going to do selfies with people. There's a camera aimed at me and I'm freaked out and sweating on the inside. You think I'm going to take selfies? No, I still other people's.
See, I always wondered why your posts always look so good.
They're other people's pictures. Correct. If Marcie
But
Williams
now you just let that secret out of the bag.
I know. Nobody thinks that's a secret anymore. Everybody's like, oh.
Oh, Bill just took my photo.
Yeah. They actually make comments
For
in my
his
post
own.
now. Right. For your own. They don't care. Again, what did we talk about? I'm not old, but I'm perceived as older. So they're like, oh, old man Bill's just taking photos. It's okay. If I was 30, they'd be like, you're a
creeper.
Yeah, don't take my photos. But when you get to a certain hair color, they're like, oh, it's okay.
It's okay.
Right? Yeah.
All right, well, let's talk about AANC real quick because we have talked about doing videos before.
Yes.
With PR, and here we are.
You're doing them.
Yeah, we're doing the videos. Yeah,
Look,
professionally. Yeah.
Yes, that's what we needed.
Yeah, because I just talked to Megan. We talked about like the importance of the message of multifamily, getting the word out, and the positive message.
Yeah, and what you're doing, I feel like what you're doing brings the association and the things that the association does into the modern era of digitizing it, memorializing it, so that we can have it on the web. Yeah. I mean, what better way to promote 2026's conference than to see 2025's conference, in real time, online.
Yeah. And we've had some incredible conversations, different people. We've talked to some of the 20 on the Rise this year, the recipients. We started out with that, and then I've just been grabbing people.
No, I think it's great. You have a whole studio in here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think there might be somebody else over there that's doing all the work. Is he doing all the work?
Yes, he's doing all the work.
There's a person.
Yes, there's a person behind the camera.
Yeah, he just smiles all the time.
Yeah.
So, do you have a favorite from all these interviews in the last 24 hours?
I don't know that there's a favorite. I think just the diversity and just the different people, different voices, like just finding out how people got in the industry.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I'm so fascinated with everybody's story.
So we have, like in my vehicle, we have duct tape. Is there anybody on the conference floor at this conference that you know's here that you're struggling to get to come in? Why are you already laughing at me?
No.
There's got to be somebody that's resisting.
I had somebody that was nervous about being on camera. I've had several people say they're nervous about being on camera. I'm like, don't be. This is fun. Just different.
No,
I had different ones on the 20 on the Rise.
I'm saying that would be normal.
Yeah.
There's a fear of the camera.
Yeah.
That thing.
Yeah.
It's scary.
It is.
I don't know why you're not scared of it.
No. I think I'm just so used to it now.
I think that's true.
Yeah. And then you just have to let go and not care because it's just.
So there's nobody that we really need to wrangle.
Well, I've got Brian Holiday coming.
Oh, that's fantastic.
He's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I've got John Louder. We're going to grab him at some point. Is there anybody else you think we should grab?
Marcie Williams.
Yeah.
You should get Marcie Williams.
Well, I think she's here.
She's here somewhere.
Yeah.
You should get Marcie.
I know. I've already tracked her
And then
down.
I can make a note for you on some secrets to ask her about on camera. See what happens.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a deal.
I can't think of anybody else.
No, nobody specific.
You should get Kristen. Would she do it? Would she? I don't know.
I think
if she would.
I think she would. Let's do it.
I mean, she's all knowing about the conference.
Let's make that a deal.
Right?
We'll get Kristen.
Okay.
Before this is over, Kristen will be on the podcast.
Would you like me to tell you what I learned about you in the podcast?
Sure.
And when our podcast together, I learned that you'd only been in the business 10 years.
Yeah.
That's still shocking to me.
Really?
Oh, complete.
I started a whole new career at 40.
Yeah, but I mean, it feels
nothing
like
about this industry.
that you've only been in 10 years blows my mind. It really does.
Well, that's cool.
You feel like
I feel a part of it. I feel like
for sure.
Yeah, I feel like I'm part of the community and I love it.
We talked about your 50th year and box checking.
Yes.
Do you have anything industry related to check off your box before the end of the year? I mean, because you already have everything, so what would it be? But
I don't know. Well, I want to get that program that we're working on. I want that kicked off.
Yeah, I agree.
Officially kicked off.
I agree.
Do we say what the name is?
Yes.
Multifamily Milers.
Multifamily Milers.
That's the program.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So we just told everybody.
We just told everybody what it was.
I feel like I think it'll be a big deal.
Yeah.
I do think it'll create community.
Yeah.
It'll create camaraderie.
Yeah.
And then people will get a little more fit
Yeah.
in the process.
Well, and it'll be a healthy way to connect. So it'll be a fun way for people to keep up with each other by tracking on Strava, because we're going to have that. And then when we actually find a run or a walk or a race, like we'll all join and show up together.
Well, I'll be honest with you. We talked about this. So I used to run a good bit,
Yeah.
right? And I got lazy because COVID and snacking. No, well, sure, kid. No, COVID and kids. Snacking works for both.
Yes.
COVID, the snack machine cranks up.
Right.
And then when you have kids and you clean their plates for the last chicken nugget, right? Or the last piece of cardboard pizza,
yeah.
right? Or candy, or, you know, like, hey, you got an Easter basket full of candy. Go to bed. And then you eat it all. You eat it all. So I walked away from the snacks, and I really was waiting for something
to kickstart
me. And I do think this multifamily miler thing will kickstart me, is because it's the accountability.
Yeah.
It's the accountability of other people doing it with you.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, I think for anybody thinking about it, and they're like, well, you know, I don't want to walk, I don't want to run. It's not that hard.
No.
You just need some accountability and some decent shoes.
That's it.
Maybe those shoes.
Because your shoes can go with you anywhere. Those are awesome.
Right? Not those shoes, but you like them?
Yeah, I
fancy?
do. Those are
but you just need, look, can we look at other people in the window?
Yes.
You just need some accountability. So I would say to anyone, I mean, don't feel intimidated by it.
Right.
Just get off your butt and let's go.
Yeah.
Right?
Multifamily milers.
Multifamily
Stay tuned because
milers.
more is going to be coming on that, and we want you to join us.
Correct. All right.
This has been awesome, man.
Yeah. You done with me now? Am I out?
You're out,
Woo,
dude.
I'm out.
All right, podcast drop tomorrow with Bill.
Yes, that. It's gonna.
Where do they find it?
You can find the GCAA Morning Perks podcast on Spotify, iTunes, or certainly there's a resource tab, drop down podcasts. You can get them there on the site, on the website. If you downloaded the app for the GCAA, you can get them that way as well.
Right on. I can't wait.
If you haven't downloaded the app, something's wrong with you.
Great.
I guarantee you, Marcie Williams, I want you to ask her when she's in the chair. I want you to say, Marcie, have you downloaded the GCAA app on your phone? And make her show you. Is she still in the room? Is she still in the room? Oh my God. Is she looking at me? Can she hear me?
It's gonna keep going.
She's not playing with me. She doesn't care. How many times did I say Marcie? 12?
I don't know.
Marcie Williams. Marcie Williams. See, she's not playing with me. If you could do me a favor.
Yes.
When you listen, she doesn't need me to say her name. If you could get Marcie Williams to say my name, this is the bet. If you can get Marcie Williams when she comes into the room,
what are you gonna do?
right? If you can just get her to say my name 3 times,
Okay.
even if it has to include a profanity, I don't care. I'm still winning. So if you could get her to say my name 3 times, that would be fantastic.
3 times?
3.
What are you gonna do if she does
Kind of
say
like Beetlejuice. Like what?
What if she does say it 3 times? What are you doing?
People are gonna watch.
Well, I mean, you're gonna do like push-ups or something, or are you gonna do like a
I just
cheer?
think it's street cred. Street cred.
Oh, street cred.
Street cred.
Okay.
Marcie said your name.
Now it's on video.
She used a profanity, but don't worry about that, Bill, and I won't.
This is why I wanted to have you on the podcast.
Right?
Because this is it.
If you listen to our podcast together, this is the way it goes for an hour.
Yes. We could have talked longer.
It was exhausting. No, it was. I went to Starbucks right after. I was like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got 3. You got 3 espressos? Maybe 4?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, quad minimum. I mean, it's water unless you go to quad. Unless you have 4 shots.
Right.
What
it
is
doesn't
it?
count? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, stay tuned because we talked about like socks, no socks. We had that whole like conversation. We won't talk about it now.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
You good? Am I out?
Yes, you're out, man.
Okay.
You're out.
Bill.
Bill. Clement. This podcast is filmed and produced by Be Amazing Media. At Be Amazing Media, we provide video and photography services. We work with groups, we work with individuals, we work with corporate clients. It doesn't matter if it's headshots, if you're wanting to film a commercial to share your story of your business, or you want to bring us in and film an event. We're here for you. You could reach out to us at beamazing-media.com. Oh, she's saying this.
Yeah.
Do it. This is great. Wait
It's
till she
recording.
says it.
You
Oh, it's
go.
recording.
I just
We're
hit it.
going.
Has it been recording?
It's recording.
Just now, you guys
Yeah,
are so
so it's
entertaining.
recording.
Just remember, she won't do it for me. You have all the technology and the filters. Make me pretty.
Thin, young, and pretty. And
Okay,
make sure my hair's not
where's your-
messed up
where's your
in the
camera
back
cup?
here.
Perfect. Okay, go ahead. Y'all start talking.
So Bill Clements, he is absolutely amazing. I have been on his podcast before, and he is so awesome and fantastic and natural and easy to talk to, and I really enjoy it. So Bill is amazing. Bill is amazing. Bill! What in the world? Beetlejuice. Bill.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
Challenge complete.
Bill.
You You know I love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Please don't have me killed.
Never.
Marcie, like Mary Beth.
They know people.
They
know people.
Yeah. Well, when you're around that long, you know people.
Yes.
It's fair. That's a fair comment.
You have a whole list of
fair.
people.
Yeah, fair comment for sure.
No, well, this is so much fun. Like, I grabbed you like on the fly. I'm like,
I love
Marcie,
it.
come sit down and let's talk.
I love it. You're like a magnet. I saw you and I said, oh my gosh, I have to come talk to you and say hello.
Well, you were on my podcast. This has been like, I think it was before COVID.
Yeah.
Because it was somewhere in there.
Yeah, we did a Zoom one.
Yeah, we did a Zoom. I remember when I reached out to you and I was like, I was so nervous. I was like, I'm going to ask Marcie Williams if she'll be on the podcast.
Of
And, I was
course.
and this is after she's been blown up in the Charlotte Business Journal, like CEO, like all the things. I'd seen your name everywhere, watched you in the industry. And I was like, okay, I'm going to reach out to her. I'm going to see if she says yes.
Of course.
And I remember when you said yes and I was like, oh my gosh, like she said yes. So like, let's sit down and talk, and had an incredible conversation. I learned so much about you. And then fast forward and we did a women's event and you were on the panel again.
That was great.
And
I
then,
enjoyed that.
And
You
then,
put on an amazing event, by the way.
Thank
I mean,
you.
people are still talking about it. It was so organized. I mean, it was organized. It was fun. It was kind of scripted, but it never felt scripted. And it was great group of people and a fantastic event. So congrats to you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that so
Yeah,
much.
of course.
Very heartfelt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and now here we are at AANC.
Yep.
And so what are you doing here?
I'm speaking. I'm speaking in just a little bit. They picked a few people from the AANC Hall of Fame, and we're going to give tips and tricks on, property management, what's going on in the world. What's so interesting, though, when you start talking about what is new and what's happening, it's all the same things that I started my career out. It's still about people. It's still, it's about reputation, but now it's out there, and instead of word of mouth, it's, your reputation is out there in the world, and it's still about the basics. And it feels like lame to say that, but in reality, it's still about taking care of your residents, taking care of each other, sprinkling some technology, making things easier as the world goes on. But letting the teams focus in on their superpower, which is being nice and being good, and then trying to use technology to help them do their job better. But you know what I mean? It's like I used a typewriter to make my job better back when I started. Now you're just using a lot more technical things.
Well, and I think there's been some concern around technology taking the place of people.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's possible. I think you still need people.
I don't think that can ever happen. I don't see a world where people are still not involved. Now, there are some companies that are using technology to help people tour, and they don't want as many people on their property, but they still have people somewhere. It doesn't make sense that you can stop in this people business, because we're helping them our residents do the most important thing, which is live their lives. And they're working, and then they come home, or they're working at home. So everything else has to be rainbows and unicorns for them. Easy way of life, and just making it an enjoyable experience. And you can't do that without people.
No, you have to have people. And I think that's one of the biggest things about the multifamily industry is it is about people. There's so much about, and this conference is called Connected.
Right.
We're all connected. We, at some point or another, I feel like everybody kind of comes across one another's path.
Right.
But that's just, to me, it's the people part. That's what I love so much about this industry.
Well, that's why these conferences are in person. Otherwise during COVID, we had to have these conferences via Teams or Zoom, and it was like, we tried. I did something for NMHC with somebody, and I did a bunch of stuff via Teams and Zoom. But this is why we have what we have, because we're better together.
Absolutely. I mean, it's so true, because even with us, we did the first podcast on Zoom, and it was awesome. It's awesome. But there's nothing like sitting in person, because there's that human connection.
Right.
There's that just where you're connected and you have these conversations and you discover things when you get to talk to people, when you get to sit down like this.
That's true. Now the lights are brighter in person, but I had my own lighting, and it was exactly where I wanted it. So I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, but I'm happy to be here in person nonetheless.
Yes, in person. What do you think, as far as importance, when people are getting involved in multifamily or they're getting involved in the association, like How important is that to someone's career, do you feel like?
I mean, it helped make my career. And I don't think what I would say is the biggest mistake is people see other people who have been doing it a long time and say, I don't want to be on that committee, or I don't want to participate because that's for these people. And these people were these people. You know, they started out as groundskeepers and as leasing consultants. And that doesn't even mean they're down below. It's just they're in a different position. So no matter what position, you should join a committee. That's like the easiest way. You should go to an event. You should, and just set a goal for yourself to say, I'm going to join one committee and I'm going to go to 2 events in a year. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to set the standard so high for yourself. And once you get in and find your niche, then you start growing on that niche. So I'll give you an example. I started out, I think I was on the, like an education committee, because that's really where my passion is. And I kept going. I was like on the education committee, then, I was a student, I was on the committee, then I started teaching, and then, I moved through my career that way, helped start the Education Foundation for the Apartment Association in Charlotte. And that was back in 2008. From 2008 to 2025, that's a big difference, so I started my career in 1991. Okay. So you have to just build up. Then I was on the membership committee. Then I was on the programs committee. Then I was on operations. I've been on every committee. Now, this is not a diss to government affairs, because I think those people do amazing things. I'm not good at that. Mm-hmm. That's not my strength. And so, but I was on the government affairs, and then they wanted me to lead the government affairs. I was like, I don't want to. Mm-hmm. I'm not, that's not where I'm good at. I want people. So trying everything, sprinkling yourself throughout all the different committees, going to different events. There's so many layers and levels that you can participate, but you have to participate. And when you start, you won't want to stop.
It's true.
Yeah.
I started 10 years ago, and fast forward now, and I've been in all different types. I've been in different committees. I've tried out different things.
Yeah.
I'm still finding my fit on where I'm needed, where my skill sets, what are good, who needs it, where can I pour into. But it has made such a difference being a part of this industry in my career and what I do. But the biggest piece is definitely the people part, and just being willing to expand and grow, being willing to challenge yourself. And then this year I applied to be part of 20 on the Rise because they took the age off.
What?
They took the age off and I got it.
Oh my God. Of course you did.
So I applied because it was like the 10-year window, and they took the age off. So I was able to apply.
Nice.
And it's like awesome. And so my question for you with that is, I know you've been like all the awards and the accolades and all of that. Were these things that you had a heart and desire for, or did that just kind of come with it?
I could not, in my over 30-year career, I could not see where I was going to be. I never thought, I would be a CEO of a management company. I didn't know. It's just like when I got married, my husband and I were talking about this recently. We've been married for 33 years. It's like you say these vows, but you really never know how it's going to be. And we were new to our vows at 25 years. And it's like, I didn't know it was going to be like this, but it's been amazing. You know what I mean? So I didn't know what those steps were. I'll always tell people, it's like, do the job you're in and do it better than anybody. That's how you go to the next level. Don't plot. You know what I mean? Yeah. Don't plot to go, I'm going to be this by this day. Don't do that, because you have your whole career. I mean, I'm older than you are, but I know we're around the same age, but it's like you started something new 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. You didn't know you'd be doing what you'd be doing. You just built on your foundation. You built on your strengths and did something amazing. So, it must have been because there's 100 of these amazings on there, but you didn't know. You just stuck to and then pivoted to where your strengths were. And so when you start out in your career and when you start out in an association, you don't have to, and it's not like I want to be in the Hall of Fame. How would I know that? That's absurd to say that. For me, what I did know is that I was great at leasing apartments, and I did the best I could, and then I got promoted, and then I did that. Now, you strive and you start thinking about what those next steps are, but it's really about being happy where you are. And I always tell people, there's nothing wrong with being happy, okay? Yes, you can be ambitious, and yes, you can, have desires and wants, and, but being happy in your job is the ultimate goal, to be honest with you. Not going, I climbed the ladder and here I am. I mean, my mom thinks I'm a realtor. You know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't really even know what I do. That is, nothing could be further than the truth. You know what I mean? Because she just knows I'm in real estate. You know what I mean? Right. And she'll say, do you boss people around? And I was like, well, I mean, that is part of my job, but that's not really the goal. The goal is to have job satisfaction, and you can do that in any position, and it's okay. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes total sense, because there is a level of happiness that I think sometimes when we're striving for things, we think that's what's going to make us happy, and we get there and it doesn't. Right. Because it's not the right thing.
Yeah. I remember this kind of clicked for me when I was in an Uber, and this is probably about 10 years ago, and the Uber driver's like, what do you do for a living? I said, well, I'm the CEO of a management company. He goes like, wow, how'd you get that? And I said, well, I mean, it took like 25 years. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, it's not like there's nothing ever given to you. You always have to earn it, but you do a great job where you're at now. And then, so you can go into the next position. And I think we talked about this on the podcast, is like doing it scared. Yes. You go into the next position and you're like, what? They gave it to me. I remember when I was a leasing consultant and maybe a property manager, I was 25 years old. I said, are they nuts? I'm 25 years old. I'm managing this like $40 million property. They're crazy. You know what I mean? And I was scared, but I did it. And then you move on to the next one. You hone in on your strengths and you do it. You do it great. And I was a property manager for 8 years and then moved to a regional manager. I was at for 8 years. I mean, it takes a long time. Your career is long, hopefully, you know what I mean? And it's going to go zig and zag and zig and zag, and it doesn't just go like that. Mm-hmm. That's what I think the false thing is, Oh, absolutely. It does not go like that. It Life doesn't go like that. And then it's like that. It's like this. But you'll get it. There is no destination. It's like one of those things, life's a journey, not the destination. Yes. It's really about the journey.
Yeah. You had said something about plotting. I was one of those people that I was like, okay, 5 years. Uh-huh. Here's what I'm going to do by the next, the end of the next 5 years. And I finally have relaxed with it and finally taken off. Because I'd even I think I'd mentioned this at the event we did, but I had talked about, I created a list of 50 things I wanted to do the year 50. Yeah. Uh-huh. And my husband's like, that's impossible, like what you're trying to do. And I was like, okay.
Nothing for you is impossible.
But I took the time off of it because I have locked myself so much in like 5 years here, 10 years here. Yeah. By this point, I'm there. And now that I finally have, and maybe it's because I'm older, and now it's like I've shed that, and now it's like I never thought I would be sitting here at AANC doing these podcast interviews. Like that was we didn't even have a media company a year ago. Right. He's been doing this for 10 years, but we didn't have a media company until now, and so it's like all these pieces you just kind of follow and you just go, and then the path it just will lead you. People, meeting the right people, being in the right place, it all comes together.
And I think the best thing about looking back is having perspective. And that is like the best gift. You know what I mean? And time and perspective are the gifts of life to me, is looking back and saying, it's not woulda, coulda, shoulda, but it's being able to take what you've done and help other people, guide other people, the people that help, that want help. You know what I mean? Or the people that ask for advice or seek for advice. Because sometimes I'm like, can I give you the advice you didn't ask for? And sometimes people are like, okay. Sometimes I can't help myself. But time and perspective are the things that you should be striving for. Not money, not power. All that will come. It's having the time to be thoughtful, having the time to do what you want to do, and being happy and satisfied. That's the goal here. You know what I mean? Not a title or like trying to be up here. You'll get there if that's where your strengths take you. I mean,
This has been the conversation's been so rich.
Oh.
And unexpected.
I'm so happy.
like I told you, I didn't ask you ahead of time. I just saw
I'm
you.
sorry.
I was like, Marcie, come on.
Did I bully? I feel
No,
terrible.
I don't. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Is there any other thing that you would want to leave with us kind of as we wrap this up? Like any other thoughts that you have?
Yeah. Let me think of something wise that I can say. I mean, it is really, this industry is rich with wonderful people and phenomenal opportunities. And the career path that you want to have might be that you think you want, might come across different, because you don't know. It's just not about the steps and climbing up the steps and climbing up the ladder. It's about doing what you're naturally good at, I mean, I went to college, I might have told you this, when I went to Chapel Hill, I went there to be a dentist, okay? I don't know why. Why did I think I was going to be a good dentist? Why did I declare I was going to be a dentist? I was like a pre-dent major. And I got there and I went to chemistry and I'm like, this is so hard, And then I went to the next chemistry. I was like, I don't understand any words here. And it's like, that's what I thought I was going to do, And then I found a major that I was naturally good at that was easy. I'm like, this is easy. And when you find something that's easy, that's when you know you're great at it. And that's when you know you have the gift of it. When I started leasing apartments, I'm like, I don't understand anybody that walks in the door, I'm going to lease it. Like, it wasn't like being cocky. I'm like, this is easy. Like they'll come in. And so I was good at that. And then I became really good at it. And that's how you go to the next level is, always learning and doing your job well. That's how you go and you get to where the next step. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be the next level. It's just the next step.
That's it. It's all about the next step. The next step leads you to the next step.
Yeah,
and
but
then
it's about being happy in the step you're in. It's okay to be happy. Sometimes people are like, I'm happy, now what's next? I've conquered it. What's next? I'm like, why does there have to be? There will be a next. Just relax.
Sit in the happy.
You're 28, okay? You're going to be fine. Okay? Right. You're going to be working until you're 58 or 68.
Right.
You got a long way to go. Just, it's okay to enjoy your time. That's all.
So good. This is so good. Thank you for stopping by.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yes, you're wonderful.
You're back. Back at you.
Okay. All right. I get a quick pick. Thank you for tuning in to the Be Amazing podcast. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone. Also, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and follow us on social, the Be Amazing podcast. Until next time, keep showing up, keep making an impact, and above all, keep being amazing.